I mentioned before that Aleph is the first letter of the alphabet. In fact, that's not really the case. Technically, the first letter of the Arabic alphabet is the hamza. The hamza. Aleph is often confused for the first letter of the alphabet because it acts as a seat for the hamza. So you've got the Aleph and the hamza on top. The hamza is really the first letter of the alphabet. And it appears in several positions. The hamza is a glottal stop. What the heck does that mean? Well, a glottal stop is something that you're very familiar with, you just don't know it. The glottal stop is the thing you do when you say uh-oh, or ge, ah. These are glottal stops. You're basically stopping your glottis from working. You're stopping your vocal cords from vibrating. Hence glottal stop. These are all glottal stops in various forms. Arabic has them all. And it's got them in various combinations and permutations with different vowels. Now, it sounds complicated, but it's actually really quite easy. It will require a little bit of memorization because the hamza is not always voweled. In fact, it's more rarely voweled. And so you'll have to memorize whether it's an a, o, I, or o, I, a, with a stop at the end of the phrasing, at the end of the utterance, or at the beginning. Look at these two examples and notice that the hamza can appear with or without a short vowel on top. Either way, they refer to the same sound, which is a. Here is the hamza in the medial and final positions. Notice that the hamza can appear in the final position on an alif maqsura or a ya. The hamza has many variations, and at this stage it's best to just memorize where and when the hamza appears when you encounter new words. Here are a handful of some common ones that feature the hamza in every position. The first is alif, which we've had before. Next is al-Jazair. Al-Jazair. Al-Jazair is the name of the Arab country Algeria. Next we have a slightly less common word that I've chosen here for illustrative purposes. It's itmatnan, which means tranquility, repose. Kahraba features hamza at the end of the alif and sitting on the bottom line. It means electricity. La is the word for no. La. Here the hamza appears seated on top of the alif. Finally, we have tawari'. Tawari' means emergency. Don't be intimidated by the hamza and all of its positions and variations. It will fall into place soon enough. In addition, to make matters easier, the best Arabic dictionaries, whether it's Hanswehr Dictionary for Fusha or the Hinz and Badawi Dictionary for Egyptian Arabic, are Romanized. That is to say, you can read the pronunciation of the words in English, so you'll always know how a hamza is pronounced when you find a new word. The hamza can also represent an o sound or an u sound when it's sitting on top of the alif. The dhamma, which looks like a small waw sitting on top of the hamza, explicitly represents the o sound or u sound. What's important to notice is that neither the fatha nor the dhamma need appear above the hamza. You can have a hamza sitting on an alif, and it can mean a, e, o, u. You have to memorize which is which. Finally, we can have a hamza sitting below the alif. In this case, it always means I, with or without the kasra. October. October is the word for October. Next, let's look at inta. Inta means you when you refer to a man. You, masculine form. you, inta, inta. You have a stop and then the vocal cords begin to vibrate. Inta, inta. Finally, the hamza can appear above a waw. This word is tulu'ak, tulu'ak. You can say la'a lama tulu'ak as a retort when someone says no in an aggressive way.